To a different type of video. I've done this video before and I've even streamed it as well, but I want to do it again because I like doing it. I also highlights another 1 fan versus 10 haters, and this is about Kobe being Bryant. Let's get into it.
But it's like yours on slow-mo. Good news, I can't tell where you at. Looking to the heavens, trying to yell where you at. Why pain gotta chain us?
My first claim is that Kobe Bryant is on the NBA's Mount Rushmore.
So when it comes to an NBA Mount Rushmore, I think Kobe falls right under that category. Magic, MJ, Russell, Kareem, or even Curry. Mount Rushmore is you changing the game and giving people or a generation to follow after. Magic and Bird, but more Magic, saved the NBA. MJ was able to change the stigma on building around guards and allow franchises to take more risk on guards. Russell brought in more defensive systems that are still being used this day. Kareem was brought at a time when the merger happened and made more people watch the sport until the arrival of Magic and Bird. Then Curry, someone who has recently transferred from the NBA, is the 3-point shooting revival is right now. And I'm not saying Kobe doesn't have an argument, but I just don't have him there.
Okay, go for it.
We got Bron, of course, Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson. That leaves Kobe looking up at said mountain, now doesn't it?
Why do you have Kobe Bryant beneath those players?
Well, for one, if you're talking about Magic Johnson, you're talking about 9 first-team All-NBAs in 12 years. Then we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who had the greatest career of any basketball player ever from the second he can look at one. We got Michael Jordan, Kobe's idol, enough said. And then we got LeBron James, who was drafted when I was learning multiplication tables. He is getting ready to play for your Lakers right now. That's an unbeatable Mount Rushmore, and all due respect to Kobe, he's looking right up at that one.
Let me tell you why you're dead wrong and why Kobe Bryant is arguably above every player you just mentioned, other than Michael Jordan himself. Kobe Bryant exists as the most total package in NBA history. Outside of arguably Michael Jordan, he is the greatest scorer, arguably the greatest, top three all-time scorer, undeniably. He is an elite two-way player, and guys, look, ultimately, I'm not here to talk about who you are underneath. Look, as Bruce Wayne told Rachel Dawes, it's not who you are underneath, it's what you do that defines you. Kobe Bryant is one of the most, I'm sorry, let me check that, is the most accomplished player in the postseason when it matters most, outside of only Michael Jordan. He went to 7 finals, won 5, and when you look at the requisite amount of supporting cast that he had, and we'll get into the Shaq claims later, when you look at the requisite amount of supporting cast that he had, coupled with the opposition that he faced, no one, arguably even outside of Jordan, accomplished as much.
Okay, so why are we arguing all-time arguments in a Mount Rushmore conversation? This conversation is about the way these players transcended the game and brought more influence to it in the coming generations. If we're talking about all-time conversations, which I'm sure we'll come to later on, Kobe isn't top 4 in my opinion. We'll get to that later. Next topic.
Therefore, next claim is that Shaq didn't carry Kobe, he needed Kobe.
Now, when it comes to this claim, it is 2 sides to this coin. Now, I think most NBA fans have grown up and realized this Lakers team was essentially just Kobe and Shaq against the world. And it worked because Shaq was arguably having one of the best picks of all time. So Shaq didn't carry Kobe as the co-star to help his team, and it was a match made in heaven. What I hope is he doesn't argue that it was a 1A, 1B situation, or Kobe was arguably better than Shaq, because he wasn't. Kobe was a Robin in a Batman costume, which is the best I can describe it. He was putting up #1 option numbers, but when you have peak Shaq as your center, there's only so much you can do.
Let's talk about Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals, where they went to the NBA Finals, that they were down 13 in Game 7 at home. They wouldn't have even been in the Finals if not for Game 7. Can you tell me what happened in Game 7 against the Portland Trailblazers?
Kobe went crazy.
Western Conference Finals?
Kobe went crazy.
Kobe Bryant, can you tell me what happened?
No, I can't. Are you going to give me the stats? Kobe had 18 points on 7 of 8 shooting and 2 for 3.
I can tell you that Kobe Bryant led the Lakers in points, assists, rebounds, and blocks in Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals.
And then you're going to go and belittle
them to get them to the finals. Because yes, bro, you got me. Shaq was better than Rick Smits and was destroying Rick Smits in the finals.
Thank you.
You got me. But they wouldn't have been in the finals
Okay,
any
so
of
now,
the 3 years
so now,
without Kobe
go
being
louder.
the best. They would not have been in the NBA finals.
Pretty much every championship team. Pretty much every championship.
Yes, Kobe Bryant helped this team make the Western Conference Finals, which is what a number 2 option is supposed to do. It seems like you are trying to argue that Kobe was more important to these championship runs than Shaq. And if you are, that is insane.
Never a Superman.
No, I'd say Shaq was Superman, Kobe was Batman. If I had.
No, Kobe's not even Batman.
Yeah,
Kobe is Robin.
He's Batman.
No, he's not.
Can I touch on something that I talked about before? So when Kobe became a starter at the age of 20, besides Shaquille O'Neal, they played in 6 years. I'm gonna retouch on this. Shaq was 67 and 33.
Great.
Okay, and won 3 titles. In the other 13 years that Shaq was in the NBA, he was only 62 and 54, won 1 championship, and that was why. Hold on. Other than Kobe, in those 13 years, he played with 7 other top 75 players that included LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Steve Nash, Kevin Garnett. I'm just saying, who did Kobe Bryant have outside of Shaquille O'Neal for his 12 years after Shaq left? Pau Gasol, that's it? And he played with the only top 75 player Kobe Bryant played with outside of Shaquille O'Neal in 12 years was Steve Nash for 50.
Okay, first off, not too much on Pau Gasol. Now, anyways, why are we talking about all-time arguments in a Shaq needed Kobe argument? Shaq, after the Lakers, was not as dominant as he was on the Lakers, but was a top player in Miami and was a secondary star to win a chip next to Dwayne Wade. After that, he was slowly regressing and just not as good as before. Kobe had literally his whole career ahead of him, and we know he won with less, which makes him a better player all the time. You should just change your topic too. Kobe was better than Shaq in the Lakers runs. This was a crazy pivot.
My next claim is, because we just talked about it, let's keep it going. The 2001 Lakers are the greatest team in NBA history.
I just don't understand his take. The Kobe and Shaq Lakers just weren't a good team in totality compared to the other ones in this conversation. Now, I'm not saying they were bums or it was just Shaq Kobe only, as no, they had contributing pieces that helped move the needle. But it was mostly Kobe and Shaq. Look at these rosters. You cannot tell me that those teams can match up with the 72-9 Bulls or the KD's Warriors, as they're just better teams.
I mean, tell me what they did.
Okay. You had the 6th man that year.
6th man of the year that year, correct?
You had
Snow. No, it was go. Keep going.
You had Snow. You had the head coach of the year.
Head coach of the year as well. Larry Brown, coach of the year that year.
You had the Dikembe Mutombo.
Who was what that year?
Defensive
player of the year that year.
I see what you're trying to do.
And Allen Iverson, who was the league MVP that year.
He was.
And they won 56 games, which was tied for the Lakers as the second highest win total that season. And you're talking about the Sixers that year were some scrub team. Are you kidding me?
I did.
Are we sitting here really defending the 76ers team? Dog, me and everyone know that team was not good, especially compared to the Lakers team due to Shaq alone. That Eastern Conference was trash that year. Also, the Dikembe Mutombo winning Defensive Player of the Year doesn't move me. That team was so bad offensively because it was AI or bust, and that was the requirement for at least to find some type of defense for that year. But you know what? For the sake of arguing, I'll give it a pass. Still, I want to know why the Lakers team is the greatest of all time. Because of Shaq? Just answer that, please.
I think the fact they have the all-time win record, winning that championship that year, best player or second best player of all time, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen again. I would argue, arguably the most underrated player of all time. There's that one. Another underrated team I'm going to give you, though, and, I don't have I'll be honest with you, I don't have the advanced metrics to back it up, but from watching that team, the 2014 San Antonio Spurs, the Bulls team, to complete that three-peat, the ability, again, to win 72 games and win that title coupled all together, to me, that just can't be rivaled, but listen, good point.
Dog, really? The 2014 Spurs? Now, I made a whole video on that team, and I do go back and watch that team because they played a beautiful style of basketball from top to bottom. But they aren't in this conversation. The Super Team Warriors. Someone please bring them up.
Who would Shaq guard if they played the Golden State Warriors with KD, Steph Curry, and the death lineup?
Who would guard Shaq?
I'm asking you a question.
Well, their center
There's an evolution
was
of the
Draymond
game.
Green.
There's an evolution of the game.
Draymond Green played the majority of their minutes at big.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's 6'6", 230 pounds,
If
bro.
you don't guard Draymond, he's going to initiate all the offense. Everything's going to go crazy. Steph Curry's going to be having gravity. You give it to KD, he's an instant bucket, a better scorer than Kobe Bryant.
Not even close. But who's going to guard? You asked me who's going to guard, who's Shaq going to guard. Who's going to guard Shaq? Draymond then will guard Shaq at the other end. Draymond Green, hold on. Draymond,
You're good at
hold on,
stats. Wait,
hold
give me
on,
one thing.
hold on.
You're good at stats, right?
Yeah.
What's worth more, 3 or 2?
Who's going to shoot a higher percentage, a dunk or a three-point shot?
With Steph and
Three-point
KD?
three-point
They're
shooting,
very efficient.
Three-point shooting is about
With
what,
Steph and
30,
KD?
35%?
Two of the greatest three-point shooters ever?
37%?
Two of the
35, 37%? What's Shaq shooting at the basket with Draymond Green
Another
on?
thing.
80%?
You just talked
90%?
about how Kobe had a terrible supporting cast. Who's their third best player? You named Draymond Green.
There were some good
Well,
defenders,
wait
though,
a
on that
second,
team.
though.
There are good
can I say
defenders on that
something?
team.
Draymond Green is a Hall of Famer. You said the third best player was Derek Fisher, and you said he's not good, which made Kobe Bryant better in your mind. You dissed your own supporting cast, and now you're saying they're the greatest team ever.
Finally, I don't know why it took so long for this team to be mentioned. The versatility of this team is just too much for the Lakers to handle. Again, Draymond will get dogged on the other hand, but is that to be all the Lakers' points? The Lakers have to worry about way more than what the Warriors have to worry about, and that's a fact. I don't know how you can just downplay KD, Curry, Clay, and Draymond on the floor at the same time. Shaq having to play drop coverage, oh my god. Like, it wouldn't be even close in my opinion.